Happy hump day. Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to do some jackfruit sliders, sandwiches. We're going to try to mimic chicken today. I've made these before. However, today I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to add some baked beans and some coleslaw with it and try to make it a solid meal. So, without further ado, because I've already started cooking, this is hump day. It's midweek. Just got off from work, so I don't want to be in here all night, and I don't want to hold you all night. So, we're going to do this real quick. My jackfruit, just in case for those who prepare their own jackfruit, the brand I'm using is Native Forest. This is the young jackfruit, and as you can see that pretty picture on there, there might be another recipe coming to mimic a chicken salad sandwich. I foresee that in the future. Stay tuned. So that's the brand of jackfruit that we're using. You can find jackfruit pretty much anywhere these days, so it's not hard to find. I did order a small case of this from Amazon, so that I always have it because, sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. So, but you can find it pretty much anywhere. So that's what we're using for our chicken. And then we're going to cut up some onions, spring onion, get that all nice and seasoned. And we're working with some coleslaw. This is from Whole Foods. It's just the coleslaw. Again, I don't want to be in here all night, so I'm not cutting up a whole lot of cabbage. This is already cut for me. So basically, all I need to do is add whatever flavors I want to this. Of course, I'm using my Veganese. So I'm going to use that, add a couple of little seasoning to it. It doesn't need a whole lot because Veganese is very good on its own. So you can spice with a little salt and pepper, and that's coleslaw. Now, my beans. I'm real picky about my beans. I do use Bush's baked beans because they have a vegetarian brand, and I really love that. So I've been eating that for years. It's just one of my favorites. And again, this is another one that already has some flavor to it. You can add some salt and pepper. I like cinnamon, so I might dash a little extra cinnamon in there for my own little flavor, and then that's dinner. So without further ado, my jackfruit, I've already put it on. Again, like I said, didn't want to be in here all night, so let you take a peek. There it is, nice and steamy. The reason I went ahead and put this on is because jackfruit has a nice texture, and as you can see, it kind of looks like chicken already. I want this nice and soft because I want it to have that pulled chicken or shredded chicken effect. So I've already started cooking on this, medium to low heat. But I'm going to turn it up a little bit because I'm getting ready to, now that we're on, I'm going to go ahead and turn up my heat and start adding some seasoning to build this up to what we want to see going on these buns over here. And I'm using brioche bread. One thing about me, yes, I eat my fruits and vegetables, but bread is my weakness. I love my Ezekiel bread, but I tell you, when it's stuff like this, I want something hearty. I really want my bread. And you can get your buns gluten-free, however you feel, but my brioche bread is one that I have to have it. It just gives it a different kind of flavor. So that's what we're working with tonight. Let me get you guys set up so you can watch me. All right. So our little jackfruit is just cooking away. And I love the texture that's coming out. It's already softened, so guess what? We won't be in here long. This is going to be a nice little meal. And then the one good thing about this, I can have dinner ready before my husband get home. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and finish cutting up these onions. I hope everybody's had a good midweek thing going on. It's Wednesday. The week is almost done. The weekend's approaching. Speaking of this weekend, I will have a couple of videos coming up this weekend. I was fortunate enough to, I was asked to, but the thought came to me anyway. I like to support small businesses, so I have a girlfriend that makes handmade soaps. So I will be supporting her business this weekend by doing a unboxing of some soaps that I actually purchased from her that I use. So In one of my previous videos, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was stating that, you know, being vegan, vegetarian, that's not something that I would ever push or, you know, put on someone to do. It's a personal choice, but it is a lifestyle choice. It's a commitment. It's a different kind of commitment. And again, just if someone that you are with or know is not on that lifestyle, you shouldn't shun them for liking what they like. And I live by that. But the choices that I've made for me is that I do across the board. So when I chose to step back into this realm, because I did depart for a little bit, but when I stepped back into this realm, I chose to do it wholeheartedly. So that means that goes from my toothpaste to my deodorants, my body care, everything. And I live by that. So this weekend I'll be doing an unboxing for her. I won't get long-winded with the commercial. However, that's happening, okay? And then also, I will be doing a live video, my first one, via TikTok this weekend. So I'm not telling you what I'm cooking because I don't know yet. You know, I tend to do things spur of the moment. I just love to cook. So when it's time for that, I just do it. You know, it's not really planned. My very first video with my mushroom pasta, that was very impromptu. Hey, you know, things just happen the way that they do. I just found out that I really enjoy it. But for those that know me, they know I love to cook anyway, so this is not a new thing. It's just that you get to see me do it. That's all. And I'm talking about it. I started crying. You know it's the onions. Oh, goodness. That's the joy of being in the kitchen. You can have your own little thing going on. Y'all made me emotional. So, but that's what's happening. So I feel privileged that I was asked, but the thought came to me already to do it because I love the product so much. So I won't go too much on that. I'll save that for when it's time for the unboxing. But, you know, doing things like this, it is a complete lifestyle update, change. You know, you have to really want to do it. It is a commitment. For those that really are serious about it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, it's not making anybody else feel bad, but you know, you just think about the things that you're using on your body, in your hair, everything. So, you know, you work with it. You do the best that you can for yourself. So it's not something to, you know, be ashamed about or anything like that. But hey, you do you. Whatever makes you happy. This makes me happy. So I'm just sharing my happiness with you all. All right. Now, I wish you could smell this, and I haven't put any seasoning in this yet. Oh my God, it smells so good. Let me bring you over. You can see it from there, and I'm still crying, y'all. Hey, you know, red onions mess you up in a different kind of way than yellow onions. I don't know what it is, but they pack a punch, honey. And you'll be around here looking like you just left somebody's funeral messing with these onions. But look at this, y'all. My God, isn't that beautiful? There's no seasoning on here yet. And if you can see, anyone who knows what, you know, young jackfruit looks like, it's kind of pale in color. You can see a couple of pieces here, but it's already taken on a browning of meat, the consistency. And you can't beat it already. And the aroma is so, oh my God, it's so nice. It really is. It really, really is. Look at that. All right, so this pan here, we're going to put our beans in. But just to give you an idea of what we got going on. All right, so now that we've gotten this browned, we're going to go ahead and start building the seasonings. And we're going to cover this back up, and we're going to work on our beans a little bit. And by that time, we should be ready. We're going to do our coleslaw, and this will be ready to go, okay? So can y'all guess what I'm seasoning with? You know it. All right, Badia. So we're going to put a little bit complete, And like I said, however you cook your barbecue chicken, this is what you want. Now, you know barbecue chicken has its own sodium level and everything like that. So if you're salt sensitive, don't follow me. Follow what you got going on, because, you know, everybody has a dietary thing going on here. So you just want to make sure that you listen to you and use your seasonings, okay? These are just my preferred. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of garlic powder. You thought I learned my lesson from the last time we did this, but, you know, hard head, huh? All right, so onion powder. So onion powder, we're going to put about a tablespoon. I might hit it with some more, we'll see. I'm going to do a taste test, you know this. All right, so we're going to do some black pepper. I'm a pepper girl, so, hey, we're going to get as much pepper as we can in there, because again, we want this to take on the flavor of a barbecue chicken. So you're going to season it just as such, okay? All right, we're going to leave the top off of that because we're going to need that again. Oh my gosh, honey. This thing has cooked down to some yummy goodness that I can't even explain to you. Like, it smells so good in here. All right, we're gonna cook that, cook it. And it's just almost about there. So we're gonna cover this up. Yeah, it's almost there. And this is why this was on before we started this video, because it takes some time to cook down to what you want as far as shreds and things like that. But it's on its way. When it gets just about there, we're going to add our barbecue sauce, because I can tell you now, I don't believe that's going to need anything else. So we're going to turn this down on low, cover that up, and let that simmer. Now we're going to look at these yummy onions over here that are cooking up. Look at that. We're gonna put our baked beans right in there, and look, they've already started caramelizing. Ah. And in case you're wondering what oil I use grapeseed oil, that's all. Just a little bit of grapeseed oil. I hardly ever cook with olive oil. I do use it though. I use it like for salad dressing. But I will saute some onions, like if I'm doing like eggs for my husband, I'll saute some onions and put them on there. He likes olive oil like that. Let me get this over here so I can straighten it up a little bit, because I see we're kind of off a little bit. All right, get you back in focus. All right, so we're going to turn up the heat here. Now, again, the baked beans, Bush's baked beans, the vegetarian ones, they already have brown sugar in them. So they're already sweet, but I have something I want to add to it just for a little bit of sweetness, not too crazy. We're going to put that right on in there. I have some coconut nectar. And I'm going to add that just for a little bit of sweetness. Now that is diabetic friendly, but like I said, you on your own personal journey, you watch what you are already working with, okay? So if you already have your sugar sensitive or salt sensitive, you do what you normally do as far as your seasonings. Don't let anybody take you out of your realm of what you're supposed to be doing for yourself dietary wise. But what I have here is really good. It's diabetic friendly. So we're going to add a little bit of that. Okay. So this is pure coconut nectar, if you've ever seen it before. And we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of this in here just for some sweetness. We're also going to hit our jackfruit with that as well, because it's just that yummy. It's really rich, so we don't want it too sweet. We just want to add a little bit there, okay? So I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon there, okay? You see how slow that came out. And it tells you on here too, just in case if you're a label reader, it is diabetic friendly. It's also gluten-free, okay? So just in case you're wondering, this is Wild Country, okay? Organic, pure coconut nectar. So if you just want a little sweetness in your food and you're looking for something, especially when you're dealing with like hearty barbecue, baked beans and things like that. Hey, we live in the South, so you know we put sugar in everything. So we just try to keep it, keep it here, okay? Now, I do put a little bit of my little barbecue sauce in here because I want my flavor. And that's it. Like, touch, not cook it, touch. I'm using Sweet Baby Ray's, okay? So that's what we're doing. And then I'm also gonna add just a little bit of cinnamon because that's how I like my baked beans, I don't take it too crazy. That's that. And we're gonna let that cook. We're gonna turn it around because guess what else? Those onions are caramelizing in there. So it's already, it's already giving it a flavor of something that's been cooking on outside, on the pit. For those that know what a pit is. It's been cooking on the grill, slow cooking. It's gonna give that flavor already. That's why we caramelize those onions. So it's gonna taste like something your grandma made, okay? So, and again, like I said, you can add your own little seasonings to it to make it your own. But I'm telling you now, just that little bit of love you just gave it, it's gonna taste like you made this. You sat here and babysat these beans and made them yourself. They didn't come from no bushes. All right, so we're gonna stir that around. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of taste here. Oh, honey, we're not doing nothing else to that. Okay, that's that. And guess what? There's no pork or anything in there, and it still has that same smoky flavor. Now, for those that just want to add that, you can do whatever you want. It's your prerogative. Hey, you can cook your beans however you want to. But for me and mine, that's it right there. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick and we're gonna check on this jackfruit, see where it's at, and then we're gonna get to this coleslaw. The one thing about this, it's like having a midweek cookout without all the trouble or traffic or the kitchen cleanup because we don't have a whole bunch of aluminum pans and all kind of stuff. You know how the cookout is. You don't have all that stuff going on. So, oh, have mercy. I'm getting a facial. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're there, y'all. Oh, we got one. See, if my camera lady was here from the last video, she would have came and grabbed this. But we're not gonna let her do that. She's not here, so I'm gonna put this aside. The little golden nugget there for me. She know who she is. She surely would have eaten that, okay? So now you're gonna see exactly what I have here, and it is glorious, okay? We are just about at texture. We're at the texture where the spoon can just go ahead and just shred this. We don't need a fork to do nothing. We got it right here. All right? Look at this. Oh my God. Let me bring you over so you can get a first-hand shot before I put that barbecue sauce in there. Oh. Good. Look, the onions are all cooked down. If that don't look like somebody's protein up in here, this does not look like it came off a tree. Look at that. Goodness right there. All right. We're going to add that barbecue sauce and let it cook some more. And then after that, we're going to work on our coleslaw. Yes. All right. So, Sweet Baby Ray's. Now, however you like yours, you can do that. I cover mine. So this is probably about 3 tablespoons. And as you can see, we use a lot of Sweet Baby Ray's, so we at the squirting part now. And that's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna add just a little bit more of my complete, because it is a barbecue, okay? I'm gonna tidy that up, add some onion powder. Okay. A little bit more garlic powder because this is now getting ready to cook. Okay. I'm going to hit this with a little bit of kettle water just so we don't let this dry out because it's going to cook. Okay. So let me get my kettle. Add just a little bit of that kettle water in there. Now that's going to start to cook. And if you can hear it, it's starting to get there. All right, now it is barbecue. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of love with our coconut nectar. Again, you don't need a lot of this. This is really rich, but it does the trick. So in this, I'm gonna give it a teaspoon. So I'm just doing a little swirl. Just so you know I'm not making it up, I'll bring it over to you because it pours out really thick. So you can see it before I stir it. Really just a little swirl there, just a teaspoon. All right? Okay, so now we're gonna add that barbecue sauce. Well, we had the barbecue sauce. We're gonna add in just a little bit of black pepper. We don't need any more barbecue sauce. That should do the trick, and I believe we're right where we need to be. Oh yeah. Oh my God, the smell in here. Woo. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Listen, and you see this here? Honey, if that's not some barbecue, look at this. Look at that. All right, let's work on this coleslaw because it's almost time to eat. And I am hungry, okay? So, now that we have that on there, I've turned it up. It's gonna keep cooking. I've turned this off. So now while it's simmering and getting that last little bit of softness on there, we're gonna go ahead and make our coleslaw, okay? All right, so I'm gonna grab our bowl. Y'all hear it smacking? That's that piece of jackfruit that was sitting on this counter. It's so good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make our coleslaw. This is simple. Now, it's really about what you wanna do with it. I got my little spoon to taste because I wanna make sure that everything is flavorful. Let me grab my little knife so I cut that bag. So, it's really about what you like in your coleslaw. For me, like I said, the veganese is just enough. I don't need a whole lot. We're gonna use this whole bag because guess what? This is gonna be lunch tomorrow too for me. Y'all, that jackfruit's so good. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, so we're gonna mix this. Now, it depends on how wet you like your coleslaw. I don't like it too soggy. So this is a tablespoon. You saw that bag, so we're gonna do 3 tablespoons, 3 hefty, and that's it. You shouldn't need any more than that because guess what? Once you mix it all together, it'll have that consistency of just a nice hearty coleslaw without being so runny and wet, okay? Now, I'm gonna put some black pepper in here. Told you I'm a pepper girl, so I'm gonna load that up. Okay, just so you can see. There's that black pepper, okay? All right, now, here we go. Little tiny bit, because again, you don't need a whole lot. So I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. So for that seasoning, we're gonna do about a teaspoon, okay? That's that Badia, complete, all right? That's it. Now, if you wanna add like a little pinch of salt or whatever after the fact, you can do that. Again, it's however you like your coleslaw. This is the way that I do it. I love it this way. It always comes out with the right flavor. So that's what I do. Any of these recipes, you as a recommendation, you can use my seasonings. I have no problem with that. These are just things that I've found that works for my palate. I've used the same seasonings, but I can't tell you how many years. I like what I like. But like I said, my seasonings are gluten-free for those that are gluten sensitive, so you can absolutely use them. And any condiments that I use. Now, with the Sweet Baby Ray's, you know, that's just what I like. But other things like the veganese, you know, things like that, I take my time with certain things. To me, there's no perfect anything. Again, you can't get away from salt and sugar. It's in pretty much everything. You just have to use what works best for you, your dietary plan for yourself, and your family, okay? So, now, I am from the South. So, of course, I'm going to taste this. That tastes just like it's supposed to. I don't need to add nothing else. I just want you to see. Look at that coleslaw. Look at that. That's 3 tablespoons of mayo. Veganese. And you got just what you need without making it so damp and, you know? So, I'm going to give you just a drive-by of what we're about to plate because we're going to eat. Okay? We have slow-cooked baked beans that look like they've been on the stove all day, and they have not. We have our barbecue jackfruit that's about to go down in my tummy because look at that goodness. And then we have this beautiful coleslaw that took 2 seconds to make, okay? All right, we're gonna plate this. You won't be sorry, okay? All right, let's plate. Bring you down a notch so you can see what I'm doing because this is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's all about the plating action, okay? It's whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. That's what it's all about. All right, so we're going to take you down. Well, it doesn't want to go down. That's okay. Guess what? Maybe it might. Let's see. It might be nice to me today. Let's see if we can get a nice little presentation going for our finale, because this has been wonderful to make and share. All right, so let's see if we can get this whole presentation here. We might be able to do this, y'all. All right. So let's make sure that plate is in view. It is all, I'm one man show today. All right, so let's get our brioche bread. Here's our bun. And guess what? Because we have all this goodness going on, we really don't need to do anything further with this, right? We really don't. There's no need to add extra mayo. Now, if you just want to add extra mayo, you can do that. Okay? So, we're going to bring you right on over here. Oh my God, if y'all could smell this jackfruit, I swear to you. All right, here we go. Look at this. Now, I'm going to be modest because you all are watching me. But trust and believe, if I feel like it, I will be back for seconds, okay? I'm just making this nice and pretty for you all because, you know, I don't want you to think no kind of way about me. But for those that know me, know I don't care. I really don't care. But we're going to get some of this coleslaw on top of here. Now, you don't have to eat it this way. You can put your coleslaw on the side. It's whatever you want to do because it's your food. You can do that. It's however you want to do it, okay? But for me, and I know this is going to be messy, which means it's going to be good. I eat mine just the way I want to eat it, okay? Look at this. Now, oh my gosh, y'all, these beans. I'm going to put these beans right down the side. You can see all the beautiful onions in there. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I'm being modest because y'all are watching me. But I'll probably be back. We'll see how I feel, okay? All right, we covered up everything, so we're gonna get our fork out here. Cause you know, listen to this. Y'all see that? Oh my God. I'm gonna taste these beans first. I already know what they taste like, but you know, hey. Those beans are cookout ready. The beans are cookout ready, okay? This tastes like it's been cooking all day long, and we know it hasn't, right? Okay. Ooh. This is what I was waiting on right here. I think I'm gonna cut it because I have a feeling this is gonna make a mess. But just for your eyes, just so you can see that this is no joke. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know what end to start at. Honey. Y'all gonna make me cry in here. Look at this. And for those who just love barbecue, you can add some more barbecue sauce if you want. All right, get a napkin. Look at that goodness. Listen, I've enjoyed making this meal for you all, but I've got to go. This was really good. Better than the first time I made it. Because, of course, you know, I didn't put any coleslaw in it. We just did it regular, you know, barbecue sauce. Kind of like a sloppy Joe. But this is winning here. Well, I got to go. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this. Again, don't forget, I'm going live on TikTok this weekend. And I will be doing an unboxing. So you can see me there or be square. All right. See you until the next time.